One of the questions that I get on a regular basis is, Rob, can you put together a meal plan for me? I've got an upcoming race and I want to know what to eat, how much, and when. And the answer is yes. I could send you something generically, but what I would be doing is essentially taking your money. And here's what I want you to go away from this video understanding is you have a unique calorie burn rate. If you have followed me for any period of time, you know I'm a big fan of the Garmin. And what I want you to do is I want you to take a look at the screen. This is a report that shows how many calories you're burning on a daily basis. Now, this is a 7-day view, and if you notice, there's a breakdown between how many calories you're burning as an active calorie burn rate, denoted in red, and then the blue, which is the calories you burn. Garmin refers to it as resting. In the physiology world, we refer to it as basal metabolic needs. How many calories do you need to stay alive? Now, you just looked at a graph that shows you over the last 7 days how many calories you have burnt. So here's where I want you to become a student of yourself for yourself, and that is what constituted that calorie burn rate. Take a look at the screen right here. This is information that's extrapolated from a workout of one of my workouts that I've done in the past. I want you to notice how many calories are burnt. Look at the duration of time. And this becomes very, very important because you need to know what is your calorie burn rate. And that's not just something that you can answer generically. The beautiful part about this Garmin is look in the top left-hand corner. See where it says, here's what your calorie burn rate was during activity. And then look towards the bottom. See where it says moving time? So what you're able to do now is go back to your workout. I want you to think about this. The first illustration that you looked at showed a 7-day calorie burn rate, what you burn in active mode as well as resting. When you look at the active calories that were burnt, you go and you look at the individual activity, because what you want to answer is what was your duration, what was your average and your max heart rate, what was the temperature and the humidity. All of those directly influence calorie burn rate. So I hope that now when you come back to the original question, hey Rob, can you send me a meal plan? I really can't in good faith because I need to know what you're going to be doing. I need to know what your calorie burn rate is because your calorie burn rate is determined by your body composition. It's also dictated by your fitness level, and it's also dictated by your preparation. If you're eating fruits and vegetables, you're prehydrated with electrolytes and water. If you're weighing yourself in the morning and the evening and you're always 3 to 5 pounds heavier at night, you're hydrated on a daily basis. Those are things that we don't want to just take for granted. We need to validate that those are actually true and happening on a daily basis. Now let's come back to developing a meal plan for you on race day. When you look at your training activity, how many days are you doing what we call race day simulation? Trying to emulate the temperature, the time, because you got to remember, if you've got an activity or a race that starts, let's say at 10 o'clock, you've got to figure out what and when you're going to eat breakfast. You make sure you've got enough time to digest and purge. You've got to make sure that there's no chance of cramping during your physical activity because you've adjusted your nutrition. How much and when, relevant to your start time. So I wanted to make sure people really understand that if you're using the Garmin platform, you can become your own student of success. It just takes a little bit of knowledge of what to look for, and I just walked you through the most important one. We see people that will unfortunately be very, very fit, but they perform below what they know they're capable of only because they literally ran out of energy. So very important that you understand that. If you got lost during this video, please take the time and go back, pause it, try to find the reports on your Garmin. It's all there. It's either on the phone and or on on connect.garmin.com on the computer dashboard. So that's why I'm such a big fan of the Garmin. I think it's the most user-friendly platform for you, as well as the collection and the accuracy of the data. Easy to use, accurate data. You can start making some executive decisions and put a proactive food plan together. Great question as always. If you're new to this channel, every single day we answer a question here on the Coach Robb Beams YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed and turned on the notifications, I would encourage you to do so. And if you happen to have a question, please feel free to reach out to me and my team at contact@coachrobb.com. We appreciate your time today, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.